Hey guys, Pieguyrulz here, and welcome back to another TV log. Today we're going to be talking about the Adventure Time episode, Playdate. Now this episode is weird because, and I love this, it is what seems like just your kind of average run-of-the-mill episode, very, very mundane. The stakes are very low, where Finn and Jake, they just want to get rid of the Ice King or, keep him occupied or whatever, so they invite Abracadaniel over to be his friend. And it plays out kind of like your parents inviting your friend over for like a play date or something like that. I don't know, but that's kind of the setup, and that's what most of the episode is about. And through that kind of that very innocent, very like low stakes plot, we end up with Jake being kidnapped by the blood demon, or the demon whose blood used to be in Finn's sword. That's got to be one of the, not one of the craziest endings, but that's probably one of the biggest cliffhangers in all of Adventure Time. And this isn't like a two-part, we had no clue. This isn't like, Joshua's Sword Part 1 and Part 2. This is just, Playdate, like you would never expect it. And that is what's great. I didn't see it coming at all. And that's why this episode is strange, and that's why it's great. That's why, because it breaks the mold. Like, you don't do that. If you're gonna have this, if you're gonna, because there's got to be some kind of story arc, even if it only lasts into the next episode. It's still kind of a story arc here. We're really getting into it in season 5 here, because we've had quite a few story arcs. We've had, dating Flame Princess, breaking up with Flame Princess, Finn's heartbreak. We've had a few characters kind of keep coming back, like Lemon Grabs, and we've had a lot keep coming back and piling on, and this episode is no different, because now it seems Jake's been kidnapped. Finn's have to go get him. The next episode's called The Pit, so I guess he's gonna have to go down to a pit to save him. I don't know, but this is really cool. And the sword is broken. So I don't know what Finn's gonna do about a sword. Maybe he'll get another one, because this is like his third sword he's had now. He had the gold one, the tree one, and now he lost this one. So that's cool. And man, it was so cool too, the ending, because it's like, for a second there you think, oh, well, maybe the demon just isn't so bad. He just kind of wanted his blood back. But no, he's evil, and he's taking Joshua. He thinks Jake is Joshua, his dad, which is really cool, and a carryover from the episode where Finn got the sword. So we kind of see that. We see the returning of Abracadaniel. We kind of get this. This is kind of like, this is also part of the story arc with the fallout of the Flame Princess breakup thing, because Ice King's still living with them, and this looks like the last episode he'll be living with them. And they address that, Gunter was still rebuilding the Ice Kingdom, but lol, JK, the Ice Kingdom's been rebuilt. Ice King's just crashing, and he even says it's been nice to like be around people, and he spends quite a bit of the episode with his crown off. So Finn even calls him Simon, like that's just what he calls him now, which is cool. So it seems like the Ice King maybe is even getting more of a grasp on his sanity. As far as Abracadaniel goes, I can never quite remember what episode he comes from. Something about wizards. I know he's been in quite a few since. I don't think he was in maybe the wizard battle. The wizard battle is also mentioned, which I think that's from that. Yeah, there was another episode where they had a wizard battle. And it's cool to kind of see, like, hey, these guys are both wizards, even though Abracadaniel is really lame. And I guess that's kind of part of his character, is that he is lame. There's a lot of wizards on this show, man. But anyway, he's alright. It's always cool to see kind of returning characters. And it's also just, it's the little moments in Adventure Time that kind of get you. Like, there's a moment in the middle of the episode where the Ice King and Abracadaniel put on a little interpretive dance play thing for Finn and Jake, and Bimo wants to join in, and Abracadaniel kicks him away, and Bimo kicks him back, and it's just like, it serves nothing to the story. It's not particularly funny, but it's just kind of a little moment that's just like, Bimo's a little kid, that's Bimo. Bimo just being Bimo. And as far as like, the Ice King and Abracadaniel, like the way they act throughout the entire episode, is exactly how I acted when I was a kid and my friend came over, and you tried to, you tried to convince your parents, oh yeah, let him sleep over, yeah, we didn't plan this, but come on, and then when you sleep over, you tell your ghost stories, you walk around the house in the dark, and you go to places you shouldn't, and this and that, you go on an adventure, and it's kind of, it really did kind of capture what being a kid and having a friend over it was like. So you've got that, and then you've got the the insane ending. Well, not insane, but the very very cliffhangery ending. Like I said, Adventure Time's had plenty more insane endings than this, but as far as like this is something that's going to be followed up on. This is up there with the tree trunks explosion. um, but yeah, so this was another great episode. I really can't wait to see what they do next. Pieguyrulz, out.